Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get set up with Square payments and start using Square for your payment processing in your business. Now in this video, we're going to be focusing primarily on those in-person payments with Square. What are all the different options that you have when it comes to accepting credit card payments with Square? When it comes to whether you want to do tap to pay, whether you want to do swiping of credit cards, or if you want to do the dip as well, if you want customers to be able to insert their credit cards as well. That's what we're going to be covering here in today's video, step by step, how to get set up with all the different types of ways to process payments with Square. So in this video, you're going to learn step by step how to do that, of course. And if you do want to get signed up with Square and you have not already gotten signed up, you can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. That's brendanvalesky.com/Square. We'll take you right over to Square where you can get signed up for free today with Square. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial, an overview of Square payments and how to go about payment processing. Now, as I mentioned, this video, we're primarily going to be focusing in on those in-person payments and all the different options that you have depending on the types of hardware, your budget, and what you would like to do. We're also going to be focusing here on a lot of the free options because I get that a lot of you guys getting started with your small business, you want to save money. You don't necessarily have like the $500 to spend on a nice POS system. Maybe you just want to go about processing payments with the iPhone or Android phone that you already have, or maybe you want to do this in a more cost-effective way. That's what we're going to be looking at here in today's video. Now, when it comes to Square, they do have a lot of different options when it comes to accepting payments, specifically those credit card payments. Now, for in-person, that's what we're going to be focusing here on this video. To accept payments, you have a few different options, and this is going to be your cheapest processing fee as well. Now, these processing fees, it's important to understand that pretty much every single company that you use to accept payments is going to charge some sort of payment processing fee. Now, this payment processing fee is collected after the fact, after you have already swiped or chipped, actually process the credit card, right? That's a fee on that actual transaction, and it's generally a percentage of the transaction plus a certain amount of cents. In this case, the standard processing fee for those in-person payments with Square is 2.6% plus 10 cents per each transaction. So it does not cost you anything before you actually go about processing the credit card payment for the product or service that you're selling and processing that payment, and then you're just going to pay that small processing fee. Now, this fee is lower for in-person payments versus some of the online payment options and other more keyed in if you're going to be going about doing this with manually typing in the credit card. I will be showing you in this video how to do that as well. You do also have that option with Square in case you don't have any kind of hardware that might work, but that's probably more limited. Most people probably are going to want to save money on processing fees and go with the cheapest option, which is going to be the standard in-person fee, because it will cost you more to do those manual credit card transactions. So do keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to the different types of readers, right? What are the different types of readers you have options with Square? So they do have the Square reader for contactless and chip. This is the sort of traditionally, you have the tap, you have the dip and chip and swipe. You pretty much have every different option here, really. The tap and dipping it, those are going to be the more secure transactions. Swiping isn't necessarily as secure when it comes to processing transactions, but this does actually cost money. This is their NFC reader by Square, the Square reader. So there are free ways, which we're going to be getting into in just a moment, on how to process payments, but this is a really nice Square reader that can allow you to take payments, and some customers prefer to actually take their card and stick it in a processing machine, so do keep that in mind just when you're going about starting your business, but that is one option you have. Now, currently, as of the making of today's video, this is, again, you can dip or tap the device or card, and this is going to cost you $59 as of the time of making this video. Again, that is accurate as of the time of making today's video, but that is the paid way to go about doing it if you do want to do that. Now, alternatively, if you want to save money on one of these Square readers, you do also have the option to actually use either an Android phone or an iPhone as well to accept payments with Square. Now, depending on the type of device that you have, you may or may not be able to do this. I get that they have a lot of advertising like, hey, just tap your phone, right? I will leave a link in the video description to this page here. This is the Square device compatibility page. This is where you can check specifically what device you have and the model and whether or not you can actually do this on your phone. Because if you have an older device or maybe an older iPad even as well, you may or may not actually be able to do the tap to pay, whether that be for an iOS device or even the tap to pay on Android. So they do have it available for both iOS and Android, but to check your device compatibility, all you have to do is come down, select the platform, whether you select Apple or Android. Again, I will leave a link to this page in the video description as well, and this will allow you to then select the model that you have to see, if it's compatible. Now, personally, I have an iPhone 13. As you can see here, tap to pay on iPhone is compatible. So for me, and that's what we're going to be looking at later in this video as well, what that looks like getting set up with the app and that overall sign up process and things like that. So as you can see here, certain things are compatible, certain things are not. Now, if you don't actually have an Apple or Android device and you just have nothing, you can also go about getting a standalone POS system through Square that is going to cost you a lot more money. So if you want to save money, you select maybe Android, you go through here, you select the specific model. You can see, oh, okay, cool. Look, this phone, the Asus ROG phone, is tap to pay compatible on iPhone. Maybe let's go with something. Let's go with Nokia, the 5.4. Okay, cool. It's compatible. You can go through here, just select what device you're using, and then you can see, okay, is it compatible? Is it not compatible? If we go maybe to like some of these older models or something like that. Okay, so see, as you can see all the way back there, that's incompatible. So do check this to see which device you have, and then that will tell you as to whether or not it's compatible or incompatible with tap to pay. It is at least, I believe, the iPhone X, the iPhone 10 and above. So if it's iPhone 11, you're good to go, or anything like that, and it's compatible. Now, if you're in the case where neither your Android phone or your iPhone is compatible, Square will also send you a free reader, your first reader free. Mind you, this is one per Square account that you can actually get for free to start processing payments. And they just introduced as well the new USB-C Square reader that's more compatible because USB-C is more universal. Again, that would work with iOS or Android versus just the Lightning or headphone jack that they had for many years. So depending on the device, you could still opt to get either the headphone jack one or the Lightning cable one, or you can go for the USB-C plug for Square, and then this will allow you to easily swipe credit cards, sort of with that side-to-side motion, right? This traditional swiping, which is, people are comfortable with that as well. So that is another option that then you could use on more of a variety of different maybe devices that maybe the tap to pay doesn't necessarily work for you. You're then able to read payments here and actually accept payments with the Square Reader from Magstripe. Again, they do give you the first one free when you're getting signed up. So that is another alternative option. Now, before we dive into actually getting set up with the app and how to do the tap to pay, I did want to show you as well is once you get signed up with a Square account, you do also have the option here to accept payments via the virtual terminal. This is another free payment option. Now, you do have to pay a higher processing fee. As you can see, it's about 1% higher, but you can actually just key in the credentials of a credit and debit card payment from any browser. You don't need any special equipment or device required here, and you can accept and take a payment in your Square account through their virtual terminal. So I did want to also just mention that if you just maybe have a computer or a laptop for your business, you don't necessarily have like a phone or something attached to it that that you're comfortable with using, or maybe for employees or something like that. If you're okay with paying that extra 1%-ish or so fee, you could also just do the virtual terminal. Again, it will take you more time because you are manually keying it in, and I get that some people don't necessarily like people manually keying in credit card information, but Just want to also mention that as another potential option for taking payments. Now, in terms of actually getting set up with the tap to pay, I am going to be showing you here in this video how to do that on iPhone in just a second. I'm going to hop onto my iPhone to show you what the app process is to get started with accepting payments via iPhone as well in your Square business. Alrighty guys, so we are now on the Square app, and this is what it will essentially look like once you have first gotten signed in with your account. You created the account, maybe you added your email, your password. Square will prompt you here with saying that the sign up, it just takes a few minutes. When you're done, we'll drop a Square Reader in the mail for you, and the first one is on them, so you can opt to get started with that free reader. In this case, we're just going to tap on I'll do this later. Again, this is an option to accept credit card payments depending on the device. We're just going to go ahead and say finish later, and this will then bring you into the Square app. Now, to actually accept the payments here, I do want to also just mention this is the Square point of sale app that you will need to download. This is on the App Store, so all you have to do is go to the App Store, search for Square, and then you're going to scroll down and select Square point of sale. I get there's a lot of different Square apps here on the App Store, so I just want to make it clear it is the Square point of sale app that you need. You can tap here, and then instead of open, it would say download for you. And that is the Square app. Now, in order to actually accept payments, you will need to then go in here and allow. So you're just going to tap here, allow on all of these things here. And you're just going to tap allow while using the app, enable push notifications, enable Bluetooth, allow local area network. And then once you've done all of that, you can then tap the accept. Allow Square to find device on local networks. Okay. And then right here, it will then prompt you automatically with use your iPhone to accept contactless payments. Now, it's important that you made sure when I just showed you that you accepted all of the pop-ups from iOS, like that you accepted all of them, because if you didn't, this will not work. You need to make sure you accepted all of those in your device settings for this app when you're getting set up in order for this to work properly. Next, as you can see here, use your iPhone to accept contactless payments. Enable tap to pay on iPhone to accept contactless payments using just your iPhone and Square point of sale. By enabling, your business name and business type will be shared with Apple and linked to your Apple ID. You can also still use any other connected hardware, Square hardware alongside it. So we're going to click enable tap to pay. Once we click that here, it will then bring this here. Boom. Now, I have personally already linked my Apple ID so that it kind of bypassed that menu. It may prompt you with a Face ID and click allow or something like that. Or you might have to type in like an iOS security or an Apple security thing. As you can see here, for me, it just says you're ready to start taking payments on iPhone. Take your first contactless payment, select tap to pay on iPhone at checkout, and hold a contactless card over your iPhone. Now, this does also work as well, as you can see here in this image, not only with traditional cards, but also with other iPhones that are using Apple Pay, or if it is an Android phone, you can still also accept like Google Pay or Android Pay as well via this. Even if you are using an iPhone, you can accept those other payment platforms here as well. So we're just going to go ahead and click continue. And then once you are on this page here, let's go ahead and just say, okay, we want to type in $1 on the keypad for sale. We're going to review that sale, and we're going to want to click charge $1. And then you will be prompted quickly here with this menu that says $1, tap to pay on iPhone. All you have to do is click that blue button there. Accept card payments. Again, you will need to actually activate your account. We're just going to tap later. But that is essentially what the process will look like, right? Tap to pay on iPhone will pop up right there. You click the button, and of course, you will need to actually have gotten set up with a payments account and things like that. But once you get set up with a payments account, that's as easy as it is, right? You click review sale, $1, charge $1, and all you have to do is click that blue button, tap to pay on iPhone, and you can easily accept payments on your iPhone. So once you do that there, it's a pretty easy setup, and that's essentially the process to start taking contactless payments on your iPhone, again, given that you do have a compatible device. So guys, I hope you found this tutorial and video helpful on Square payment processing and all the different ways that you can accept payments in your Square business for those in-person payments. Again, you do also have those other Square terminals and more expensive options as well, but I did just want to really focus in here on the free options that you do have with Square. If you do want to save money and start processing payments in your business, especially if you're running on maybe a shoestring budget, you get a lot of people maybe want to start accepting payments without having to really have too much upfront cost other than just the processing fees of accepting payments with Square. So again, guys, if you do not already have a Square account, you can go ahead and get signed up at that first link down below in the video description. That's brandvalesky.com/Square. We'll take you right over to Square where you can get started with Square for free today. Again, at that first link down below in the video description. If you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.